As the number of days left for him to occupy the White House keeps dwindling, Trump, the 74-year-old crybaby, is having a meltdown after the Supreme Court dismissed the Texas lawsuit with a single page denial. The 9-0 repudiation by the Supreme Court must have hurt his ego so badly that he spent an entire day naming and shaming as many Republicans as he can. At this rate, he will soon forget the Democratic Party and keep his focus on hurting as many Republicans as he possibly can before he gets locked out of the White House. Trump wanted to know who is the worst governor between Brian Kemp of Georgia and Doug Ducey of Arizona. After spending so much time praising them in the last 4 years, both governors have suddenly become Republicans in name only for Trump. And the best part, Trump wants to hurt their re election. Never forget, vote them out of office is his parting words for Brian Kemp and Doug Ducey. The problem with enabling monsters is exactly this. You never know when the monster wants to eat the hand that fed it. And that's exactly the state the Republicans are in, and frankly, they deserve it. Fox News enabled Donald Trump throughout his presidency, and Trump has been publicly promoting Newsmax and OAN while doing everything he can to attack Fox since the election. Bill Barr did everything he can to please the president throughout his term at the top of the Justice Department, and Trump has been shaming Barr on Twitter for a while now. Trump attacked the Supreme Court as well, accusing the court of throwing out the Texas lawsuit without even looking at the reasons. Of course, the nine justices would have spent as much time as they can to read and understand what was there in the suit. So many of us did, and we all came to the same conclusion as the nine justices that the Texas lawsuit was the biggest nothing burger that was ever manufactured in the history of eating kind. Even a legal illiterate like me knew it was so easy to rip apart some of the claims they have made in the lawsuit. But the Texas Attorney General and 17 other GOP attorneys generals and 126 Republicans, House Republicans, thought they could pressure the court into eating this nothing burger. But they forgot to realize that no one likes a nothing burger. It was not without a reason that the Trump campaign and its allies have now lost 58 lawsuits, 58 losses. And as the loser keeps on losing, he wants to trip as many Republicans as he possibly can before he gets out. This is really vintage Donald Trump, the man who he always was. He will expect you to be loyal, but he will never return the favor. If he asks you to commit fraud and go to jail, you better be prepared, otherwise, he's not going to like it. The GOP avoided him from getting impeached. They protected him, despite knowing the kind of proof that was in their hands. Imagine this, had Obama done this, called Ukraine to dig up dirt on Mitt Romney, think of the response he would have got from the GOP. They would have impeached him without even an inquiry. Fox News would have done a months long, years long media trial until Obama was kicked out of office. But when Trump tried to create a quid pro quo situation with a foreign power, the GOP hardly registered any protest and saved him from being thrown out of office. And this is the big thank you card from Donald Trump to the GOP for saving his ass. To ask Republican voters to vote out two governors. The impact of what Trump has done to the GOP with that single tweet is going to reverberate for decades to come. As it is, both the states, Arizona and Georgia, have hit a purple patch. If both the states can get Democratic governors, which looks extremely likely now, Stacey Abrams came, I think, within 50,000 votes of Brian Kemp in their 2018 race, and with Trump asking GOP voters to vote Brian Kemp out of office, her chances have become brighter than ever. After decades, I think for the first time since 1960, I believe, Arizona has two Democratic senators. So there are enough votes to get a Democrat to the governor's house in Arizona. If both states get Democratic governors, it will be the big first step for the Democrats to take control of 4 Senate seats, and that too in the states that were reliably Republican for several decades. The 52-48 advantage the Republicans have enjoyed in the Senate will soon turn into 52-48 advantage for the Democrats. Trump has effectively handed over 2 states to the Democrats. Let's hope the Dems can keep the gift. Thanks for watching. If you like, please subscribe.